It's week 3 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Patriots and the Jets on Thursday night.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row. On
the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 18 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Hall again on second down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. There he goes, left side. Breece Hall, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap. Fields. His throw incomplete. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. It didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Patriots, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Play action. It's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I've got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. To the air, May. Hunter Henry brings it in. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4th and short. They had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
Looking to throw. May. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's May. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here's May. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Here's Fields. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Second down.
To throw is Fields.
And that'll be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
A give running right is Hall.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
From the right hash, this from 48. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, when we do games together, we don't see a ton of these, but always impressive when someone can get through that quickly, Charles, and get a hand on a field goal attempt.
And the key to success for them on that play, they get off on the snap. They timed it like they knew exactly when it was coming, and that set him up to deliver the block kick.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing here is May.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll throw with May.
Buying time to his left.
Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Second and 5. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he stopped immediately there. And now they're in the hurry-up. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Joshua Dobbs, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Patriots take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And running with power here.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Fields.
And he'll find Hall. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. a big test for the Saints as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. And one more to highlight, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Short pass caught by Henry.
He's across midfield.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Complete, it's Henry.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
That one goes for 8 yards.
First down pickup by Hunter Henry, and that's something he's been doing throughout his career. He's produced at least 35 catches of 400 receiving yards in all but one of his previous 8 seasons, and the Patriots are certainly hoping to see more of that and then some in year 9.
Now a handoff. Stevenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Second and a couple. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Henderson will try and run for the first. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Dobbs to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. On the handoff, Stevenson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Dobbs is throwing. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 8 yards out. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football, I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Fields now to throw.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Straight ahead is Hall.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Waste of time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Dobbs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Dobbs. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for New England. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To Allen on the dump off. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. Targets and finds Reynolds once more.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all